Yeah. Just give a few minutes for folks to get in and for me to pull up my chat. Been sitting here working on my other video that's going to go live here in just a little while on AGOD Civil War II, which is one that I've been looking forward to both with excitement and dread, because I know what a daunting task playing that game is, but I'm also pretty excited about it. So, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. So here we're picking up exactly where the last video left off. So there's my force, my 178 men. It's going to be substantially larger before this is all said and done. We're going to go over and see if we can hit this army right now. There's an army going by there too, but we're going to help Bach, that town that's being attacked. And you can see we're going to be slightly outnumbered, but this is another chance to wipe out another one of his armies. Oh, divide by 0. Your son done with his homeschooling? That's cool. I'm doing well, Niall. How you doing? Let the conquering begin. Yes, sir. So this will be a nice fight right off the bat, and it looks like it's already going on. Boy, they're coming right at us right off the bat. So
infantry!
Let's get the infantry moved out front real quick.
Infantry!
We're going to get our cavalry charging in there.
Attack!
Everybody go. I wasn't expecting him to hit me that quickly. Oh, there's a lot of pikemen there. That's dangerous for me to be riding my horse in like this. I'll probably regret that. I'm going to try to get on the other side of them. Oh, a bunch of them are coming at me instead of going after the rest of my force, which is, oh, they're running actually. Oh yeah, another bloodbath that's going really well for me. Turkey shoot. Enemies are fleeing. That went pretty well. Oh, Niall, that's my grandmother. And last I heard, she was doing all right. They took her to the hospital from the nursing home where she lives. But the hospital sent her home saying she was doing well enough and there wasn't a lot they needed to do for her there. So I appreciate you asking about her. She's doing okay at the moment. I hear that there may be as many as 5 now in her nursing home that have it. So, all right, there we go. So we killed 100. Oh, we lost 13 dead. Actually, only 4 dead in my party. Yes, Nelson, you can be granted access. So we've taken another prisoner. It's a woman this time. Along with 44 prisoners total, actually. I don't know how many prisoners I already have. So obviously there's way more than I can hang on to. So once again, we're going to have to decide who we want to hang on to and who we're going to let go of. There are 27 recruits. We're honestly just going to dump all of them. There's no reason to hang on to their recruits. Thank you, Niall. Appreciate that. I'm getting a little better, Greg. Yeah, it's slow but steady progress. All right, let's go ahead and leave there. So let's take a look at the kingdom screen here, because you can see here I've taken 346 casualties, inflicted almost 1,000 on him. So I'm doing really good. It's just that I'm still outnumbered 5-1. But thankfully, he's also at war with my former Valandian compatriots. So that certainly takes the pressure off me. But we're at a place now where we've got to kind of reform. So we're going to head back to my castle, because I'm going to form a much bigger army this time around so we can actually besiege some territory. Because you can see here that over time the cohesion in your army goes down until eventually the force actually... what barter offer was accepted? I just got a notification that a barter offer was accepted, but I don't remember making any such offer. We're just going to be doing some upgrading here. And I'm also going to look and see. I don't really want looters in my army, so let's dump them. We got a bunch of available guys to recruit here. All right, so yes, long live King Mel. I'm just checking up on the chat here. I apologize. It'd take me a little bit of while to. Yeah, my forces are decreasing because I fought a bunch of combats there in a row from the end of the last episode into this one. You can see I've still got 10 wounded. I can add substantially to my force. And I think my castle's probably fairly safe right now. First things first, let's... well, you know what? I'm not going to dump anybody because I want to see who else I can recruit from that army. But let's manage our castle and manage our garrison. Most of our castle is already upgraded as high as it can go. We can add to the lime kilns. But who can we pull out of this garrison? There's 100 in the garrison right now, but I don't think I need all of those. So I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing from this force whoever I can. At least some of the higher end units. We can have as high as 132 just in my force. Victory at Sea at Pacific, yeah, I'll play that at some point on the channel once I wrap up a couple of the other things that I'm doing. Afternoon, drink beer, save water, welcome back. Have I renamed my faction? No, I have not. Why don't we do that right now? Throw out your ideas for a name. The Empire of Calradia just not working for me. So if you have suggestions, throw them out there. Well, I'll keep playing the game while I give you guys a chance to do that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at... Our army has 219 men total when everybody's healthy, but that's about to go down because we are going to lose these other ones. But you can see I'm up to 76 influence. So the higher I get that influence, the more people I'll be able to integrate into my army to get a nice siege force going at some point. All right, let's see. History Guy Empire. Democratic Republic of Mango. I like it. The Empire of History. The Galactic Empire. Melravia. The Historical Empire. I like it. Melravia. That's kind of cool. So I'll have to consider all of that. I'm just kind of looking over some of my other stuff here. Gimp Master, I'm glad your parents are recovering. I know a lot of folks, this is a difficult time, not only for folks facing the virus, but work and income issues for folks. And boy, the whole world's just kind of different right now. The steak empire. Niall, you're really stuck on that steak I made the other day. I had steak last night, but I didn't cook it this time. We got takeout from Ruby Tuesdays for once. We haven't done takeout for a while, so my wife and I had a little in-house date night. So the Biergarten, I like it. Hey Mansour, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. The Ribian Empire. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, we were going to look at the party and see what potential units I can still recruit. There's a lot here. We do have Sigia here, or Siga. We're going to go ahead and go ransom her. We've got to keep this financial situation high because we lose 1,200 a day because of, you can see the mercenary contract alone is 2,000 a day for me right now. So let's go to the Tavern District. We're going to choose who to be ransomed because I don't want to ransom everybody because I think I can recruit some of those folks. We'll ransom Siga, and that'll get us almost 2,000. Steak Empire. All right. Any recruiting we can do while we're here? Nope. So we can add 42 more to this to our force. What do we got over here? That's just some looters. I could go back to my other castle and see what forces I have there, but I'm not sure how much I've got going on there. So see if we can recruit some more folks. Your Highness, these guys are already on my side, so nothing I need to do with them. Cool beard sticking out through your helmet there. So we're back up to 200, but like I said, we are going to lose this army sooner rather than later. I'm not sure there's any way to improve cohesion. Maybe there is. Oh yeah, we can add to it by doing this. I don't know what that'll cost me, though. Let's take a look. Huh. I don't know how. Maybe somebody can help me with this. I don't know what it is that I'm spending to add to the cohesion. I don't see. Oh, it did cost me influence. Okay. It just didn't show up right away. The Looter Empire. And I shall name this land this land. Oh, that's weird, Georgia Farming. I'm glad you got the one today, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hey, Mansour, I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy those. So the Steak Empire seems to be the Chatland Empire. T. Oh boy, there's so many good choices. All right, so I guess we got a little cohesion after all. Well, these guys are all running kind of separated here. Let's see. Let's look at our kingdom for just a second. So in our clans here, you can see the Legion of Betrayed, Golden Company of the Golden Boar, the Lake Rats are all part of our clan now, so that's nice. But we've got to get some more fiefs. I'll manage my army because there are some more folks we can add to it. The land of Ne. So for 41, we could add these guys here. That seems to be, well, this one actually is even better. 27 influence. That'll gain us another 75 men. That's what we need to do, is we need to look for the biggest bang for our buck. Saleya the Wronged, we can add her for nothing. Kara's already in it. I think that'll be it for now. So now we've got to give time for that to happen. Hey, Mansour, thanks for stopping by. We're not German. Hello. Norke? Unsto? Unso, the secessionist. What are the best merc clans? I'm not really sure, Ted. I know there are a lot of them out there. I'll be honest, I don't know yet. I know that there's a lot of information out there as far as who the best fighters are, who the best clans are, all of that. I haven't really gotten into all of that just yet. I'm really just trying to learn my way through the game itself. But I know there's a lot of great information out there, and folks are starting to make videos about the best way to build your army, who the best units are, things like that. But we'll get to that. Take care, Mansour. So let me take a look at the party here, who else we can add. We're still waiting on a number of wounded to heal up, but we will get together a better force here shortly. I want to see how far away those other units are for my army. So 2 days out for a couple of them. Let's see if there's anybody else we can add on the cheap. It doesn't appear there is. I'll probably save what I've got here for keeping cohesion a little longer. Hands are the worst. Yeah. So I'm just kind of roaming around. I'm going to look for an army to attack, somebody to kind of build up my force a little bit while we wait for those other units to get closer. So we're going to start wandering closer to his territory. These guys are so tough to catch right now. There's an army. Hey, where's this guy headed? He's heading to go besiege that territory that he lost, but he's not going to do it because we're going to hit him as soon as he gets close. Now he's trying to run, but we're going to catch him, and then we can turn around and maybe nail these guys. Here we go. You can't text well with those 16-inch guns. Melchizedek, it's been a while. Well, let's talk first, shall we? Ineffective, and we need almost all of these to be effective, or we need to get a critical success. Nah, it's not going to happen. We're going to have to fight. Even that one, that was an 84% chance of success, and that was ineffective, so never mind. Surrender or die, sir. All right. So you can see we've got the advantage. I'm hoping for a nice open battlefield where I can really manage my force as well. I've got 85 archers now in my force. I really need to get more.
Follow me!
I need to get more horsemen than just the 30 that I currently have. All right, where's he at? He's way down here. So
Footmen!
let's put our footmen down here.
Soldiers! Forward! Arrows! Forward! Loose formation!
Put them in loose formation.
Horse archers! Move!
All right, here we go.
Footmen, attack!
Going after my archers, you jerks. Alright, so we wiped out his horsemen before his foot soldiers even got here, which is good.
Infantry! Kill them all!
Alright, so I'm going to sit back here and start picking off some of these guys.
Come on!
I've really got a very, very solid army now. And that's it. Domination once again. We lost 11 dead, 6 wounded, and killed 79, wounded 77. Fantastic. All right, Mansoor, are you actually going now, or are you just going to keep saying goodbye? All right, Mansoor, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put you in timeout so you can't post anything for a little while. Appreciate you being here, but you can't keep saying the same thing over and over again, taking up the chat. So, all right, you are my prisoner now. You are my prisoner now. And you are my prisoner now. Excellent. So, again, we're not going to be able to handle all of these prisoners, so we're going to have to... No, we can handle up almost all of them. But we'll dump the recruits, if he has any. Doesn't seem like he's got many. Can your character die of old age? Georgia, I'm thinking probably so. And the game so far has gone for about 400 days. And somebody told me the other day that a year is like 80 days. So I've probably aged maybe 4 years already. Let's take a look. I'm over my troops limit. That's my problem. Okay. How many troops do I have? Oh, okay. So we have to dump a few of my weaker folks that I've added to the army here. We'll dump this freebooter. I'm looking for the recruits. Here's 4 recruits. And a watchman. We'll dump him. We'll dump this woodsman. I think we're good now. Yeah, 84 days now. Yeah. So let's look at my character for a second. I think somewhere it tells me how old I am. I'm trying to remember where that is. Am I missing it somehow? Just some more people to dump the arrows into. Jed, what is my favorite aspect of this game? As with most games, I love any games where you really can kind of choose the way you want to play. There's no set way of doing things. So I love any game where I could spend 20 or 30 hours playing, and then I could turn around and start over again and play 20, 30 hours playing and have it be a completely different game. And that's the case, with games like this. I just love the sandbox aspect of it all. I love kind of being able to choose your own destiny and how you want to forge that. So, and that's what led me to play this game to start with, is that I like games like this. It's really, I mean, technically it's not a straight history game because it's kind of fictional world, but and I also love the mods that are available for this game. There's going to be a lot of different mods. This will probably be the one and only playthrough I do on the vanilla game, because the next time I play this, it'll probably be when there's a Lord of the Rings mod or a Game of Thrones mod, which they had available on the previous Mountain Blade. Right click on my character entry and clan. Okay. Oh yeah, you know, that's where we want to do that. So actually we could look, here we go, age 35. There was left click, but yeah, you can see how many enemies I have. And there's kind of my history of things here. So I'm 35 years old. So I guess we should be okay, at least for a little while. Let's go into our party screen, because I think what we've probably got are upgrades. We don't have a warhorse available for those upgrades. Going to need at least 3 of them, 4 of them. And then we've probably got some prisoners that we can recruit into the army. That's about it. Stormtroopers are recruits. The Lord of the Rings mod is out, is it? Oh, good to know, Gimp Master. Thank you for that. I hadn't checked for a little while. I'm definitely not hiding somewhere north of you. What's the best way to get reputation? Battles. Big battles. The bigger battles, you can get 10, 12 reputation at a time. But the other way that I'm gaining influence right now is primarily through, I've hired some, you can see, why is Saleya the wronged right there instead of with me? Maybe she can catch up to them, and then we can join in. Okay, this is another part of our army here. So if we turn around, there we go. That's a decent-sized force now that we have. So maybe we start heading... Oh, hey, hello. Come fight me. Punk, don't want to fight? Okay. Oh, here's a chance to wipe out some more of his force. In fact, I'm not even going to fight that battle. We're just going to send the troops in. Actually, okay, I lost 1 dead and 8 wounded in my force. The rest was from the villagers, I would guess. So Jed, yeah, those are the two I'm looking forward to the most are Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, those mods. But I'd also very much like to play a historic mod. I know they had those for the original Mount and Blade. So you could be, England or France or someone like that, and you could take one of those historic nations. They actually had a Napoleonic one as well that I dabbled in a little bit. I think it was called L'Aigle. I'm not even sure I can really take these guys on. We'll grab a couple of them. We're going to have to dump some prisoners again. I got a lot of guys ready to level up too. Oh, wait, no. Grab him back. Yeah, that's true. Viceroy, they are patching this game almost daily. Remember, this is still an early access game. This is not the final version of the game, and if I understand right from reading about it, there's a lot, especially with the create your own kingdom part of things, that isn't finished yet. So what you're seeing me play is not a finished version of this game by any means. By the way, speaking of early access and things like that, a game that I'm very much looking forward to, and I talked about a long time ago on the channel, Grand Tactician, which is a Civil War game. They just hit alpha today. I got an email from them saying that they just got into their first alpha version of the game. I don't know how soon I'm going to get a playable version, but I have been promised that as soon as there is a playable version for folks outside of their production team, that I will get one. So you'll be seeing that soon, hopefully. I'm just catching up on chat here. Georgia Farman, I'm glad you're a part of it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Open fire, naval support, huh? If you're over yeah, I need to put some in a dungeon so I can hopefully, I'm not too close, but so I can hopefully get some of them recruited here. Hey, there's another army going. They're going to besiege this castle, which I kind of wanted, but I get it. I'm going to turn around and go ahead and ransom some prisoners off. Ooh, we can get 13,000 for them. Primarily, let's look at the nobles that I've got. Can't recruit prisoner heroes. So that's going to get us 7,000, just those three alone. Niall, no, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Keith, that's cool. Enjoy work. You can always catch up on watching it later. Viceroy, if you've got 100 hours into this, you've got a lot more than I do. So any helpful tidbits you can offer would be most welcome. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and echo tips. Just have fun. Figure it out by doing and save often. In fact, I'm going to do that here soon. If you create a save, so let me show you what I mean by that. When you go into save the game, if you hit save as, which I've been saving after every one of my episodes just so I can go back if I need to. If I hit that and I name the save file 14, now I'm saving there. Now if I go in and I just hit save like that, it's going to save to whatever so that'll update my save 14. So save regularly, especially before you go into a battle or a siege. That way, if it goes really badly, you can go back and pick up right before that, and you learn lessons that way along the way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just learning by doing right now. He is back. We're going to give him a chance before I mute again if I have to. Wait, no, I didn't want to buy. I just bought everything. What was I thinking? Cancel that, because look how much that was going to cost. This is what happens when I get chatting. Jed, yeah, I will do multiple series with this. I probably won't continue to do it every single day like I am right now. But yeah, I'll definitely, once this series is done, probably pick up the Lord of the Rings or something like that and do one of those. But it'll probably be an every couple of days thing rather than every day like I'm doing right now, because a lot of my channel is being taken up with this, and I do want to make sure I focus on some of the other things that we're doing. Although once a campaign comes out for Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, all bets are off on what I'm going to be doing, because that may be mostly what I'm playing for a while when that happens. Just going to sell some of this stuff off. Keep an eye on my food situation. That's going to get me 18,000 there. Mansour, I'm just going to say it one time. If you keep repeating the same thing in capital letters all over again, I'm going to have to just shut you down. We won't be able to see you on the channel at all. So you may fire when ready. I always like a good Star Wars quote. All right, we'll go ahead and hang on to our prisoners for now. And we're going to go ahead and start moving toward the enemy. All right, here's another chance to wipe out some more of his men. All right, Mansour, you had your chance, my friend. Permanently hidden now. Sorry. All right, he won't even discuss the possibility of fighting for me. Furious, get those bombers out. The little dots by every item is to lock it so you don't sell it. Oh, hey, thank you, Jed. That's really good advice. All right, here we go. We've got 165 infantry and 110 archers now. I got to get some more cavalry, though. So because we're getting into a situation where they're already fighting, we're just going to charge in. Yeah, Russell, I thought so. That's all right. Keep coming at me. Jeez, it's just a free-for-all for my army right now. Dreadnought campaign is going to be amazing. I absolutely cannot wait for it. Yeah, there's only 40 of us right now in here. So somebody commented, and I don't know if it was somebody who's actually connected to the game, to the development team, but I don't know if you guys caught that there was a comment the other day on one of the videos about how submarine warfare was going to work in Dreadnoughts, and it had something to do with it basically being something where you wouldn't have subs active in the game itself in battles, but that their presence would be felt, and you would have decisions to make about using unrestricted submarine warfare, etc. Yeah, the best area for light cav. Viceroy, I was thinking, is this where I get those horse archers? Because, man, I love the horse archers. They are so annoying to fight against. Don't kill the king, no. So we're definitely going to have to unload some prisoners once again. I'm trying to keep the ones that I most would like to recruit into my army. We're just going to dump all these recruits. And let's see, where's that put us? We're still a little high on prisoners. These guys are on horseback, and I really could use more horse soldiers, so... we'll dump these tribesmen. Atheist, what's up? Welcome back. Ships and boat battles in this. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Mansour, did you just go and make another... Did I get Knork? No, I didn't. I think he... Let me go back and check, though, to be sure. Upgrade regular archers to horse archers. Is that possible? Go Browns, Georgia Farman. They got new uniforms that tier 5 will never join your army as prisoners. I knew that certain ones were much harder to get, but that's good to know. Let's grab the loot, and we'll just go ahead and sell off those tier 5 guys when we get a chance. In fact, let's go back and just do that now. I did hide Mansour. I think maybe he signed into another channel or something. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Tavern District. Choose the prisoners to be ransomed. So tier 5. Like these guys here, I guess, huh? Oh, those were my troops. What am I thinking there? Let's try this again with actual prisoners. Is that tier 5? That's tier 5. Normally when I make offline videos that aren't live streams, I do all this kind of stuff off screen. That's why you never typically see it, because it kind of slows down the narrative, and slows down the video a little bit. But since we're in a live stream, these are the kinds of things that I've got to do. We are going to get to a siege here as soon as I can. The Empire has good heavy horse archers. That's good to know. Okay. So, Viceroy or anybody else that's been playing the game for a while, if you know, tell me about this conspiracy. What do I need to know about this? I keep seeing this conspiracy strength raise. That's something I guess I've got to worry about at some point. Nael, let's see. Tier 5 and more will never join your army. That's true. While your fleet is sailing at sea, a ship can take damage. Yeah. Nael, yes. That's about subs. That's right. That's my understanding about how it works. All right. We're going to hit these guys. Every time they hit there, that gives us an opportunity. I'm just going to go ahead and send the troops in. I'll take a few casualties that way that I otherwise might not have. I lost 2 dead, but it goes a lot faster that way. Conspiracy isn't implemented fully. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I see. It's not implemented fully in the game yet, is what you're saying? Gotcha. Okay. All right, we grabbed a bunch more prisoners. And I need to take a look real quick at... We'll add this archer, but nobody else. I need to do some upgrades, and then we're going to make our way over to find someone to besiege. And I've got to watch this cohesion. Okay. Gonna make Scharnhorst again. Yeah, we could probably do that at some point. We're over our troops limit. We're gonna have to let some people go. Spearman, Young Wolf, Levy Crossman, Crossbowman. Where are we at? We're over by 2. Imperial Archers. Okay. Kingdom management. Yeah, I thought my understanding was that everything to do with your kingdom isn't quite there yet. You can be a king, but there's lots of features that don't work. Yeah, I think like, if I understand right, some of the diplomacy features are not fully implemented yet. Yeah, that Viceroy. That's seems to be the case with a lot of the upgrades. Once you get to a certain point, is you got to have those war horses. Now, I will eventually get back to rule the waves. I've got a campaign that I had actually started a while back when I was traveling, but it's on my laptop. I've got to get it transferred over to my desktop so I can do that. All right, we're starting to see remnants of his forces. I want to look one more time at the kingdom screen. He's down to just 4,300 men, while my strength is going up. You can see we're continuing to inflict massive casualties on his army. And he's actually at war with more than just us, so let's go in and look at the army for a second here, because we've got to make sure this cohesion number doesn't get too low. Wait, if our army's at 615 total, who are we missing? Oh, that's strength. That's not the raw number. All right, so here's a castle right here with 265 defenders. That might be the way to go here. All right, we're going to save real quick before we do that. And now we're going to go ahead and lay siege to these guys. Go ahead, come and fight me. I'd actually like to break camp and fight these guys if I could. Ah, they're going to run. See, this is going to be the problem, is that if I do assault the castle, then these guys will fight me. But that still gives me pretty even odds. So it's probably worth it. We're going to build 2 of those, along with a battering ram. Yeah, he's got all these guys kind of watching me. Niall, I appreciate that. Yes, she does. And she's actually uploading a video at the moment. I actually just got a text from her. She's at Grandma's house right now. So I'm texting her back. She's trying to upload one of her videos. Starve them? Yeah, it's not a bad idea, rather than trying to fight these guys. The wall's got 30,000. It's only a level 1 wall, so he has no food. I've only got 14 days of food, but still. Eventually they'll have to come out and fight me. I'd rather fight these guys out in the open anyway. They got a pretty substantial force out here watching me. But if I try to fight them, they'll all just scatter. There we go. You can see their defender number going down. I've still got wounded. Niall, I appreciate that. Build onagers and put 4 in reserve, then place them all. That's a good idea. Oh, there's another army coming in. Let's take a look at our party real quick. I can add 1 more soldier at the moment. Let's see what all we've got here. You know what? We're going to dump these looters and these recruits. The battling ram. Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably sally out at some point. I think you're right, Russell. They're going to have to. We'll watch that morale number too. Oh, okay, look at this. They just took off. Now they're coming back. Oh man, he's gathering people all over the place. He's got a pretty substantial force. And they're going to attack me. Here we go. All right, it's actually pretty even odds, even though we're substantially outnumbered. Let's see. I'm the rightful ruler of this land. Not going to go real well, I don't think. I don't have quite what I need. There's one success. We're going to need a critical success on one of these next couple, I think. Yeah, we're going to need a critical success here. And I don't think we're going to get it. Ah, darn it. Would have been nice. All right. You ought to surrender. So we fight. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's true. I should be moving my excess troops to other parties. So it looks like we're going to be 533 against 371. I actually feel pretty good about that. Grovel. I'm not going to grovel. All right, so there we go. Interesting location for this fight. I'm digging it. I like the
Infantry, move! Archers!
where can we get these archers? They're a little higher somewhere.
Forward! Infantry,
I'm going to move the infantry down in here a little bit.
move!
Actually, I wonder if we can get the archers up there.
Archers, on my flank!
Let's take a look and see. We've got a little bit of time, I think. Here we go. Oh, yes. Although he's going to send his horsemen up here, so that might become a problem.
Infantry, archers! Forward! Infantry!
We'll get our cavalry up here to protect them. Let's say right here.
Move! Move!
All right, let's see what happens. Maybe I shouldn't be out in front of these guys. Oh yeah, you run right down into that valley, boys. Okay, now
Infantry! Footmen! Give them hell!
he's trying to get at my archers with his mounted units. We pretty well wiped out his mounted. Okay.
Footmen! Attack!
All right, everybody back to me.
Everyone, follow me!
Not sure where the rest of his army is. So far, we've lost 53 dead, but we've killed 141.
Mounted archers!
Where is the skirmish order anyway? All right, here they come. They're coming back now.
Infantry! Follow me! Infantry! Kill them all! Infantry! Charge!
Oh, pikemen. Dangerous. That's a good idea, Edward. Yeah, Russell, I agree. I love some of these locations for these battles, too. Like this one here with the valley that we're right in the middle of, and it's just kind of open sand in the middle for the fight. Pretty cool. Oh, we're going down. I gotta be careful. Darn it. I should have been a little more cautious. Although I think the battle's largely decided at this point. Now, I've played a little bit of Assault Squad 2. Not enough to be really good at it. I mostly did it just to try out some of the... Like I did the Battle of the Little Bighorn. I did Bunker Hill. Just so I could talk about the battles. Oh, the bloodbath. Yeah, this is definitely the longest battle I've fought, I think. We should have enough to still fight the siege, I would think. So we've lost 100 dead and 55 wounded, but we've inflicted nearly 500 casualties. So that's pretty good, considering how badly we were outnumbered. Favored weapon type. I like the bow. I like shooting with the bow. I've gotten decent with the bow, especially in sieges when I can pick off guys up on the top of castle walls. I'm feeling, I like the longer one-handed swords to fight on horseback with. I've seen a lot of people fight with the two-handed axes, and I want to give that a try. I haven't yet, but I have a feeling that on foot that might be a lot of fun. 20 renown. You can see the size of the battle gives you more renown and influence, but lots of renown. That's the most renown I think I've gotten for a single battle. You are my prisoner now. Going to be interesting to see where that leaves me. 113 prisoners. Obviously, we can't hold 113 prisoners. In fact, we're pretty well maxed out on prisoners already. I don't know. Can you execute prisoners? I don't know that you can. Only the noblemen. Because I hate to just let them go. Xander, what's up? That's okay. You can always go back and catch the rest of it later. We just fought probably our longest battle yet. There were about 1,000 men in that battle between both sides. I'm going to have to make some major decisions here as far as who I decide to take with me. Because I cannot hold all these prisoners at all. You know what? We'll just hold them, and whoever gets away, gets away. I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. Man, I'm up to 91,000 now. Continue the siege. So, since I got taken out there, I can't actually assault myself. Now you can see the numbers. They're still pretty even. He's probably going to send another army over this way. Yeah, Russell, that's the thing. I've got a pretty decent force, so even odds are almost always going to work out in my favor when it comes to numbers. Hang them. Yeah. I wish. We're getting our wounded back. I've still got 22 wounded just in my party itself. We can lead an assault now if we want. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I want to pause for a second because I want to look at the party. We've got some upgrades we can do. I don't have any war horses for some of these upgrades. Let's look at our prisoners now. Nah, nobody we can recruit. All right, let's dump some prisoners. Starve them. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hang out for now. We're still a little over on prisoners. There we go. Oh, see, now we're dealing with that. Oh boy, here we go, another army. We'll take a look at their empire strength after this battle. Let's try this again. Ooh, critical success. We've got a chance here. Ah, darn it. We need both of these to succeed. No, that was 84%. Oh, I needed that. Darn it. Not going to happen. Do I have two gaming channels? Kind of, yes. I've got kind of one that I started a little while ago just for stuff that didn't fit with this channel. I haven't had the time to put into it that I'd like to. I was playing some Football Manager on that one. I need to get back to that when I have a chance. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages from my daughter here. I'm trying to check them. Okay. What about... I don't want to go my way. All right. Let's fight. So it's going to be 310 versus 247. I just wish I had time to get my wounded back. Panzer Corps 2 is an excellent game. All right, we're largely in the same place we were before.
Soldiers! Forward! Bowman! Forward! Loose formation! Footmen!
I lost a lot of my mounted troops in that last fight. I probably should have put my bowmen up there on the hill, but not really time to do it now. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take the castle the way this is going.
Charge!
That's a lot. Those are all horse archers. Holy cow.
Infantry! Attack!
All right, let's get back.
Infantry! Come on! Move! Footmen! Forward!
Yeah, up there might have been a good spot for my archers, but we're a little late on that now. I do have some up there. I need to get more mounted troops. I'm just so low on those right now.
Infantry, charge! Soldiers, kill them all!
Oh, that guy's got a big axe. Oh, he just shot me off my horse. All right, now I can catch up on the chat. Yeah, I only started with 25% of my health because I was still wounded from the last battle. If I could add anything to the game, what would it be? I don't know, honestly, because I feel like a lot of that will be taken care of by the mods. I don't know, maybe if they flesh out the story part of it a little more. But maybe they're already going to do that. I don't know. Yeah, this is a tough battle. I've lost 45 more dead so far. We're going to win, but they're really wiping me down. Yeah, Jed, that's right. And then the Scottish did it. Yeah, Russell, you're right. I do like that. One of the things I really like about this game is how you have the different cultures. And they have different units that fight, and you know, there's a lot to it. And you really do get that distinct feel that you're fighting against a different nation. They don't look all the same. The locations don't look all the same. Like, it's very easy to tell when you're fighting in Aserai. Yeah, we're probably going to have to pull out of this siege. Niall, I'll play it at some point. So we'll probably play for another half hour or so, and then just be watching my AGOD Civil War 2 Episode 1 will be going up in just a little while. There we go now. Now the archers are getting into the action and wiping out what's left of him. Yeah, we're looking at the rear end of my horse here. Let's watch the action a little bit. There's one of his horse archers. See, I can't control my forces right now, and they're kind of staying back, and that's a bit of a problem for me. There we go. Getting at the last of his archers now. Oh, man went down. Oh, so brutal. Such a great game. It really is. No, that will not be a stream, Nelson. That's a video I've actually already recorded. I just finished it about 5 minutes before we started this. Hey, James, what's up? So, yeah, I'm curious to see the total casualties now between my forces and his, because you can imagine, I mean, we've just decimated his army, but he was so much bigger than me to start. Everybody's chasing this one guy. I think we're about to get him. We got a few going on up here, too. That should be it.
Yes!
Victory. Woo! That's 2 big, renowned victories. So that doesn't leave us a lot of troops left to continue this siege. We've taken a ton of nobles prisoner, though. Oh, we got 31 troops that we were able to add to our army, so that's really helpful. Now we've got all these prisoners, though. How many can I hold is the question. Because I've already got some. We're already over our limit, actually. So honestly, we just can't even take who we've already got. We can add this guy to the army. And a few others. But for the most part, we'll grab these royal guards. And we're already over the limit. Joey, what's up? Welcome. Nelson, have fun with that. All right, I think we're going to have to pull out of the siege. I don't know. Let's take a look. We've still got 223, but oh boy. I could try to assault and take it. Honestly, I'd just like to get my wounded back. Let me look at the kingdom. Look at that. He's down to just 3,700 now. I don't know how many more times he can attack me like that. We've taken 644 casualties, but we've inflicted 2,000 of them. The main question is, I don't know if he's still at war with the Valandians, because if he is, that'll help. I've got 92 influence now. Let's see if it's possible to get some more help. Is anybody close? These guys are close. There's only 43 men, though. I need bang for my buck, basically. These guys are 3 days and 18 hours away, but we'll go ahead and try to pull them in. And then that's going to cost me 30. And we'll go ahead and we'll grab these guys too because they're close. All right, maybe that will allow me to continue this siege. Joey, yes, I have. The army that I've got right now, I think I could probably win a 2-to-1 disadvantage. Because I've got such a high-end force as far as the skill of my army that I can do that. In fact, you can see what I've done. If you would have been here, the last 2 battles that I fought combined, I was pretty heavily outnumbered. Yeah, fine. I'll probably lose those nobles that I captured. Hey, Nelson, take care, man. Have I executed an emperor? No, but I have executed a king in this game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen while I was recording. I captured a king while I was playing, and I wasn't expecting it to go that well. All right, here he comes again, gathering forces for another attack. I've still got 30 wounded in my own force, plus other wounded, and I've got troops coming. I don't know that I want to lead an assault yet. I've still got 20 days of food. Oh, Niall, I'll try to get her to do that sometime. Joey, you can watch the rest of it later on. This will go live on the channel once the stream is over. I'd like to complete this siege before we wrap up this stream. Hopefully it'll happen. We're still... Oh, here he comes. All right, another big fight. Oh, boy. I have fought so many of his men. Let's try this again. I haven't been successful yet. I thought I was going to be last time. No, it's not going to happen. All right, so it's 401 versus 254 this time. was hoping those other troops would get there, or at least that I'd get my wounded back. I've still got so many wounded men. Jed, no, I probably won't, just because there's so much I can do with this mountain blade. Okay.
Archers!
We're getting 90 archers. Let's get them up here.
Move!
Up nice and high. There we go.
Stand apart! Infantry! Form a shield wall!
I've got so few mounted troops left. Can I even do a shield wall? Is that a thing?
Loose formation! Move! Form a shield wall!
We'll do the shield wall because we'll let our archers do their thing.
Infantry!
I've only got 8 mounted units left. Elephants, Jed, that would be fantastic if they added elephants to this game. That guy just jumped with his horse off of that cliff. It did not go well for him. All right, we got to finish these guys off so that my infantry can turn. There they go. I'm actually going to hold my mounted units back for now. Oh, and see, I'm still wounded from the last fight, so I've got to be careful too. We're going to let our archers do their thing, hopefully. Oh, here he comes. His mounted units are trying to get up at me. All right, we're going to have to
Woodmen! Attack!
send them in. Jerk, get back here. Oh, they took care of business. Oh, they just went right through my shield wall.
Infantry! Charge!
Fight them. Fortnite. I'm terrible at Fortnite. My kids play it. What happened to all my horsemen? I've been losing them from... This is like my third big battle in a row. I've been laying siege to this castle, and he's been sending huge armies to attack me. Hey, Joey, thank you. I appreciate that. Ride a camel. I don't think you can. Are the camels available to be ridden, or are they just pack animals? I assumed they were just pack animals. All right, let's send the bowmen down so they can, because the fight is moving down the valley. Look at all that. I've lost almost all of my mounted units in these battles because I've got a lot of wounded still. So that's certainly hurt my strategy a little bit. And I'm still somewhat wounded from my previous fights. I'm trying to stay out of too much combat. But honestly, between my last couple of episodes and this stream, I've probably cut the Aserai army in half. Because he was something up over 5,000 total strength, and he's down under 3 now. all with only about 1,000 of my own men. My daughter plays Bannerlord. Actually, you know what? My wife and I, and we may still do this, my wife and I were thinking about, for those of you not familiar, Niall's talking about my daughter has a YouTube channel. She's got over 100,000 subscribers, and actually the day after tomorrow will be 1 year since she started her channel. She's really hilarious, and she plays Roblox and Sims, and she's really good at it. She makes more money than I do. And when I say than I do, I mean at my job, my day job. She makes more money than I do, and she's 14. My two sons both have channels. They've just started as well. My wife and I actually did talk about hijacking her channel, that we might get on and play some Roblox and upload it to her channel without her knowing. We're not sure how she'd feel about it, but have I done any online multiplayer sieges? Yes, I have, Joey. And at some point, I'll probably do a video to let you guys see a little bit of that, although I know there's a lot of folks that you can watch. A lot of people playing this game right now that are a lot better at it than I am. There we go. I've gained like 60 renown in these 3 battles, but I keep losing more and more men. Yeah, Erie, it's fantastic. Her channel is Gory Gaming 24601. I'll actually type it in. She hasn't uploaded a video. Actually, she's got a video that she's uploading right now. She just sent me a message to tell me that the internet's running really slow and she's having a hard time uploading her video. I hate to end this siege, but I've got so many of his nobles. I've got like 9 of his nobles, and I'm sure they're going to escape. I just captured 4 more there. And I can't possibly hang on to all these guys. They're going to get loose, and then I'm just going to have to fight them again. I'm down to just 42 troops and 60 wounded in my portion of the army, which means I can't hold on to that many prisoners. We're just going to grab them all, and then I think I'm going to have to let go. Yeah, her last video was 2 weeks ago. Hey, there's a camel. Can I kill the prisoners? I thought I could only kill the nobles, and that's going to kill my honor. But yeah, see, I'm down to just 140 men now. I can't keep doing this with all the wounded that I have, unfortunately. But the good news is, let's take a look at the kingdom. Look at that. 759 I've taken. I've inflicted 2,400 casualties. He's down under 4,000 men now. Yeah, I'm going to have to get out of that siege, unfortunately. How far away am I from getting back? All right, no, we're not too far. I'm going to move super slow right now. As my wounded recover, okay, there we got one of our additional forces to our army. We're going to start building this army back up. He's going to besiege that castle. You're welcome. I did all the work for you. Oh yeah, we got to name the empire. Let's take a look here. Why was I getting that notification? Oh, we get to level up our bow. 15% we can hold longer. Readying speed by 10%. All right, we'll do that. Just got root beer. Nice. It's the little things, you know? Yeah, I do need to rename my empire, Jed. We were talking about that earlier. The Empire of Steak is what people keep calling it. Okay. Tavern District. Look at that. Now here's the question. Do I ransom all these guys or do I execute all these nobles? I've done it before. Hey, Nelson, welcome back. I've done it before, and it hurts my honor, which makes it harder for me to talk people into joining my force. I don't know if that'll eventually go away or if that's kind of a permanent thing that I've got going on. James, thank you for that. Yes, make sure you subscribe and like if you haven't already. We're going to choose the prisoners to be ransomed for now. We're definitely going to go over 100,000 in total finances, which means I can probably get some more mercenaries on my side if need be. Execute the nobles. Yeah, I'd like to have my honor go back up. I'm just not sure if it's going to, is the question. I'm winning anyway. Go ahead and ransom them. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's ransom everybody. All right, now let's go in and trade, and we're going to make it... I've got so much money at this point. Okay, so there's a difference between a camel and a pack camel. We're riding a camel, folks. It's happening. So I'm gonna sort all of this by value, because I'm curious to look and see, like right there, this is a better cape than what I currently have. Yes, I'm starting to look like Jon Snow a little bit now. Jed, that'd be great. I don't think it'll happen, and I'm totally fine with it, with my daughter being more successful at this than I am. I think it's awesome. I hope my sons do the same thing. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that horse. That's okay though. There's an executioner's axe. At some point I'd love to fight with that a little bit. Let's check on the food situation. Looks like we're okay. I'm not going to worry about trading the rest of this for now. The Bob Empire. I will get back on my horse. I don't want to fight on a camel long term. I'm just doing it for now because I want to see what it's like. Your dreams have come true. Yeah, I'm up to 137,000 dinars now. Can't recruit anybody. Let's save real quick. All right, we're going to wait for a little bit, let my wounded recover before we venture back out. We do have to keep an eye on this cohesion because it's going to keep going down. But our force is going to go up significantly. See, we've still got 75 wounded. Let's go ahead and spend some points on cohesion. Cohesion's still kind of in trouble. We still got 46 wounded. I am getting old, yep. All right, we're up to 400 in the army now, but I am worried about that cohesion long term. And of course, there's already another army besieging the castle that I want. I believe. No, you know what? They were going to a different castle. But that's actually good news, because if this guy's got two castles under siege at the same time, it makes it harder for him to be able to relieve one of them. Is that his king? I'm not sure. I think Unquid is his king. All right, here we go again. Get a couple trebuchets going too. All right, here we go. A long spear or lance. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Your powers are weak, old man. I would love to have a lightsaber. That would be nice. Yeah, I have been gearing up Gitmaster. I have been gearing up my companions. I haven't done it for a while. I should probably check again, because I might be capturing decent gear for them that would be better than the stuff they've got. I think Unquid is the king. Yeah, cohesion's almost gone, darn it. All right, let's... Oh, it's not... Oh, you know what? I don't think it'll let me spend that much. There we go. Hopefully the The guys that I have that are out there that are still mercenaries are going to keep driving my influence number up to where I can keep the cohesion together a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. So the good news is now we are at the place where we could assault pretty soon. Yeah, the different factions is definitely hurting. We're going to probably have to launch the assault pretty soon before the cohesion runs out. So let's save and then let's do this. What do we have? We don't have any of this stuff yet. We're going to have to just bash the gate at this point. All right, cohesion's at 2. I don't even know if I've got enough to... Nope, I don't have enough influence to spend. At this point, I really almost need somebody to attack me. No, don't disband the army. I need someone to attack me so I can get some more influence. Cohesion, when it hits 0, Georgia Farman, the army will do that. Darn it. Okay. My army just disbanded. Okay, so let's do this real quick. That's exactly what happens. So I'm gonna reload my save from a minute or two ago, and we're gonna go ahead and launch the attack, even though I don't have my siege weapons yet. We're just gonna have to go at the gate. So this will be the end of this stream. We'll launch this attack, and then we're gonna stop right there. Let's do it. Here we go. So hopefully we can do this. I'd feel a lot better about it if we had siege weapons, but that's just not the reality right now. So we're just going to have to run at these guys. And of course we don't have our full army right now because we can't have that many show up on the map.
Stay close! Give them hell!
Warband, no, I probably won't just because there's so much I can do with this one. Come on, boys. Ah, I forgot to jump with my camel over the... Yes, I'm riding a camel. This camel's moving pretty fast, actually. We have to start chopping at the gate. It's the only way we can do this. I'm going to lose so many men attacking this. It is not happening very fast, unfortunately. Is there another way to attack? I don't know that there is. I don't know where those guys are going. They're dropping rocks on my head. Okay, not cool. Where are we going here, guys? There must be something over here. Oh, ladders. Well, that's what we're talking about. So go.
Charge!
Let's do this, boys. Actually, I'll probably just have to let them do this for the most part so I can regain, or so I can remain in control. Because I'm already somewhat wounded. Wish I could just climb the wall right there. The good news is my number, which right now you can see is only 213, it's gonna keep going up because I'll get reinforcements. You can see them down there in the camp. They're starting to come up now. I haven't seen them launch any cows so far. Fetch la vache. So you can see we're already winning in numbers, which shouldn't be happening in an attack or on a castle. That guy just dropped a rock on my men. Attacking a castle with basically just 2 little ladders to show for it should not have resulted in equal numbers of casualties, which is what's happening right now. I should have lost massive amounts of men. But I love it. Shoot the guy in the blue. Oh, yeah, you're right. I totally should. Hey, dude. Bye-bye. Yeah, now you get on the ballista. And I'll do the same to you. Look at him aiming that thing right down on my men, though. Who's next? How many men have to die at the ballista before they figure it out? That guy's taking a lot of hits, though. Took 4 arrows to take him down. Next. Oh, he's realizing he's got to do something else because my men are finally making it there. All right, 38 dead on my side, 46 for him. My men continue to pour into the castle. All right, he stopped manning the ballista. Yeah, 'tis but a scratch. I've had worse. And I have just unlimited reinforcements pouring in. And the more men he loses, the more men I gain on the field because we've got it set to a max of 500 men. So as his number goes down, mine increases to represent my full force. It's just been the entire time I've just been watching these guys. I should be shouting words of encouragement to them. Oh, this is beautiful. This will be my 3rd fief. Although they're all pretty spread out. This is glorious. All right, well, Colt a draw. Somehow I should have known we'd end up back at Monty Python and the Holy Grail again. Although it doesn't take much on my part to encourage me to go there. Almost done. Yeah, Joey, Silent Hunter. Oh, drink beer, save water. Good game, Silent Hunter. Yes, there is permadeath on this game if you choose to turn it on, which I haven't. It would certainly make the stakes much more interesting to know that if you die, you die. But I'm just not that brave. Climb the ladder myself? I guess I could. I've just been afraid of dying because I want to be able to continue to lead, but I guess I don't really need to lead at this point. Let's go see what's happening inside the castle. This is awesome. I love it. I love besieging these castles. We only lost 48 dead, 46 wounded taking the castle. Of course, the army's going to disintegrate once I'm in here, but that's okay. Although I'll gain some influence that I might be able to use to keep it together a little bit longer. I think we're getting close to the combat. Maybe we can sneak up this other side. Hell yeah. They're getting pushed back over here. Hey, surprise! What a mess. I love it. I think I'm hitting the wall. Yeah, my arrow just stuck in the wall right there. I don't think I can hit these guys. There we go. All right, this thing's just about done. He's got 38 men left. Use the holy hand grenade. First shot, they'll count to 3. Lobbest thou the holy hand grenade toward thy foe, who, being naughty in my sight, shall snuff it. I skipped a lot. I think I quoted that whole thing last time. All right, this is it. He's got 18 men left. Keep going, boys. You're doing good. Could you imagine doing this in Lord of the Rings and fighting the Battle of the Pelennor Fields? That would be incredible. Or Helm's Deep. That's it. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here, but we'll see the aftermath first. Give me all those prisoners. Give me all the loot. And give me the castle. There's no election to be had here, guys. This is going to be mine. There it is. No, we're not going to propose to give it to anybody else right now. We're going to ride in. Let's look at the cohesion for a minute because it's not good. But now we've got 59 influence, so we could keep it together a while longer. Let's go ahead and manage this castle. I got to get these walls up to level 2. We're going to assign a governor. Urian, the horse thief, is going to be the governor of this castle. And yeah, we're going to put the castle back and name the empire. Hey, Joey, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. I'm going to be wrapping this up right now anyway. All right, so do we have any other suggestions besides the Steak Empire? Because I don't know how I feel about that. The Netflix series Norseman. You know what I'm looking forward to, and I think it comes soon. Yeah, maybe it is a good time to let the army disband, Lego. I think you might be right about that. What's the name of that Netflix series? The Last Kingdom is coming up pretty soon. The end of this month, episode 4, The Empire of Steak. Okay, you guys win. The Empire of Steak. All right, we're going to wrap it up right there. Thanks so much, guys, for sticking around for this Banana Republic. I like it. I'll try to post when there's another one coming, another live stream. But just make sure you subscribe. Hit that little bell notification. That way you can get the notifications when I do posts or when I do go live. And we'll go from there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Be smart. Don't get too close to people out in public. Take care.